audience. Isn't technology awesome? No matter what it is you like, whether it's watching funny YouTube videos, watching the best cartoon ever, or maybe you're just this guy who likes to microwave his frozen dinners. Either way, there is some piece of technology for everyone, and everyone uses technology every day. So I'm going to share why we need to take time away from technology each day. So I'm sure you've all caught yourselves at some time or another wasting your time, very likely on an electronic device. And it's incredibly common, everyone does it at some time or another. But we really need to take time to take breaths of the fresh air just outside our doors. So I've loved being outside ever since I was a wee laddie, and these very professional photographs clearly demonstrate that. And I personally believe that your time outside is much more enjoyable when you're outside doing things with friends and family, and I'm sure most people will agree. I've also done quite a bit of research and found some very credible and interesting articles, which I will share information from today. So, despite how common and enjoyable electronics are, we need to learn to set time aside each day and use that time to do something productive, like go outside. So I'm going to start by sharing some of the problems with spending too much time indoors away from nature. Then I will share some possible solutions to that problem. After those two, I will tell you some of the benefits of spending time outside. So let's look at the problem we're facing. Everyone complains about how people are always on their phones, but then they do it, and more people do it, and it results in a whole lot of nothing getting done. According to an article by Simon Kemp about social media, the typical person spends about 2.5 hours on social media platforms each day, and that's a lot of time, and that's just social media. And that, in addition to, like, if you have a job where you have to work on your computer all day, that's a lot of time spent on electronics. And of course, sometimes you have to be on it, but we still waste a lot of time on electronics sometimes. So, if you haven't figured this out, it's not just going to be super easy to change all your habits right away. It will take time and effort to get outside more. So I'll share some possible solutions that you could use to get you outside more. One thing you could do is set an alarm or a reminder on the device that you're using constantly that reminds you to get outside and take a breath of the fresh air. Maybe you could find a poster that reminds you to go outside, and you could hang it in a place where you see it a lot. Some other things you could try doing you could just try and get yourself to go outside for 5 minutes. Say, I'm going to go outside for 5 minutes. And chances are, you're going to end up spending more than 5 minutes outside when you do that. I know that's happened to me, and I'm sure that happens to other people too. Another thing that you could try doing, I do this, and my friends do this, we will often take our phone calls outside, or we will just go and hang out outside instead of inside, because we enjoy the outdoors, and it's definitely good for our bodies. So, I've told you what you could do, but why should you do it? How will it benefit you? According to an article about a scientific experiment that was performed to discover the benefits of spending time outside, some of those benefits are, increased resilience, increased self-efficacy and mindfulness, and other benefits. So, despite how common and enjoyable electronics are, we need to learn to take time away each day and take a breath of the fresh air. So, everyone in our day, more and more people are getting stuck inside doing things, or they're just spending time on their electronics. And the solution is to just find little things that motivate you to get outside more. And the benefits of that is increased mental health and physical health. And I would like to challenge you all over the course of the next week to get yourselves outside for at least 5 minutes each day. It might be difficult at first, but it will be well worth your time in the end.